you confirm we're all live, Josh?
We're all live.
Yeah, we're going live. Facebook's already live. And
We are live. There we go.
Woo-woo.
There we go. Hello. Sorry we're late.
Cheers.
We have had all good fun, haven't we?
Bye.
Bye, Josh. Bye, us. Otherwise we can hear you. Yeah, all good fun. Technology. Gemma, how do we feel about technology?
It's not our friend.
No, it is not. Not even remotely, is it? I don't know what just happened. To be honest, nobody tells me because it's all like la 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 la. No idea. They could try and I'd just still be like.
A lot of techie stuff just happened.
There were words. There were lots of technical words
Techie
happening.
things.
Yeah. But we're here. Better late than never, right, Gem?
True.
Gem's in the corner again.
We've got that Monday morning feeling. That not quite ready Monday morning feeling.
Well, we're here. Should we say good morning to everyone there? Everyone that's managed to find us this morning. Good morning, Danny. Good morning, Sylv. We are here. Yes, hello, Claire. Good morning, Gail. Good morning, Elizabeth. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Lo. Good morning. Yeah, oh, look, you are all finding us now. Good morning, Rona. Good morning, Jan. And Rebecca, good morning. Lovely and colourful for a Monday morning. Do you know what? Yes. So what happened was, when we brought you on Wednesday all of the 108 super wide backing fabrics from Moda, morning Joe, we all sort of at some point said, and I kind of picked up on it, at some point everyone said, oh, wouldn't that look nice as a big strippy quilt? So when I was here Saturday morning, I was about to take them out and put them on the shelves in the warehouse. I said, do you know what, I'll just take a quick slice. Just see what happens. This is what happens. So, I mean, it's a bit distorted because it's against the wall, but you can see it goes from here all the way across to over there. That's how wide it is. And then 270 centimetres long. Loads of you asked for a kit. So what we have done is exactly that. So if you want to make this and cut your own 5-inch strips, to be fair, that one's 9.5. Then you go for it. That kit is live on the website. It is a monster. But do you know what? Just so bright and colourful. I think I'm going to get it all properly quilted for us and everything. And then we've just always got it if we want it there. It's just colourful and bright, isn't it? And what I hadn't accounted for was how much I would love it next to the K Facet Collective fabric.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's sort of rainbows and ombres all over the shop. It was just happy accident that I put it next to the lamp. And I was like, oh, I rather like that. So I've kept it because, yeah, I rather love it. Wendy says she loves all the colour too. Excellent. Morning, Julia. Have those puppies gone yet? Or are they still there? Morning, Anne. Good morning, Jane. Good morning, Helen. Hello. Is it my system that keeps freezing? Oh, I don't know. I think is everyone else all right? Oh, look, you've got the school teacher look. Is everybody else all right then? Morning all. Morning. I'm just about to open another packet of your beautiful fabrics. Debbie, do it. Just do it. No, Sarah's keeps freezing as well. My feed keeps freezing too. Is that us?
So much fun. I'm sure Josh will pop in a second and tell us.
He's probably just crying in the corner now.
Know.
Morning, Sean. It's one of those things. Sometimes when it does it, when you watch it back again, it's fine.
Which
No, I don't understand. You know when we moved here and we had a really smooth, like, first show.
Yeah.
This
is delayed first show, perhaps.
I think this is payback. Like, we got comfortable.
Smug.
We got comfortable.
Smug, some may say.
Yeah, there was smuggery going on. That's not to be confused with the otter fabric snuggery. That was one of my favourites. Right, you know that we have been waiting. Do you remember the story about... Gemma, how does this happen to us? Do you remember the story about when Gemma and I saw the new Philip Jacobs fabric from Snow Leopard, and we got super excited and ordered the whole collection, and then only half of it arrived. And the one fabric that we'd really, really wanted and got all excited about never arrived. It's here. It's here. And and it is the ducks.
There was much shrieking of Where are the ducks?
There was yeah, there was, wasn't there?
Such
Where
divas.
are the ducks? Who, where, what, where are the, here they are.
And this is another fabulous name in with Snuggery. This is Quackers.
Quackers. Yeah. Ducks are my favourite birds, closely followed by peacocks. Just for anyone that, you know.
And I like those too. Also, kingfishers.
Oh yeah, you love kingfishers, don't
And-
you? Oh gosh, get you. Hang on.
I love a penguin.
Oh, well, they're just comedy value, aren't they?
Yeah, I love
to
them.
be fair.
I love them.
Loving the little mallard's head here. Very, very beautiful. And it's here. So if you would like this, this is by the half metre. As also is... Well, there's your kingfisher, Gem.
I know.
Did you spot
I know.
it?
I did.
You? Did you?
I did.
Beautiful, isn't it? Really beautiful. That's
I've
a
been
bit weird that you
spoilt
can
with
see
my
it there.
kingfishers of late because, of course, you
Well,
had deal back
Deal's
last
had it.
week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now, this one, Inga got excited about this one. These are your toadstools. We have got in our garden at the moment, we've got these. We've got these ones. And they're quite fantastic. And one's got a great big chunk out of it. And I did have to explain to Emily, you cannot eat them. Like,
Yeah.
please don't eat
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
It wasn't her that ate them,
No.
but she was busily trying to eat the very small tomatoes. No, they're poisonous red berries.
No.
I just like I can't let them into the garden on their own, else goodness knows what will happen. Just imagine binding something in that. It'd be phenomenal.
Amazing.
We've got some more of these because you loved it last time, so we've got some more. These are the foxgloves, aren't they?
Stunning.
And then this little one, which of course is going to work very, very beautifully. Look at that one, with all of that. Don't know what it's
lovely,
called.
isn't
This, yeah, it's
That
a
one?
great blender.
That
Oh, it's
one
the
there is-
turtle
yeah.
shell.
Turtle shell black.
I've never been that close to a turtle, I think, to look at its shell.
No.
Clearly, Philip has.
Yeah.
I mean,
he knows
that's
his stuff.
how he spends his days, right?
We love Philip. He always knows his stuff.
The man is phenomenal.
Mm.
I absolutely adore him. He's a very, very clever man. Very clever man. And so interesting. He did say, actually, that we could interview him again.
Yes.
We need to get on to that.
We do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Toot sweet, as they say.
He doesn't do
Oh,
a lot of
hang on a
interviews, does he? Oh,
What?
have I stolen your shelf?
You've stolen all my shelf
Oh.
space, Jam.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Sauce. You did say I could.
Well, no, you said, could you have a shelf? You didn't say, could you use up all the
Two
shelf?
shelves. Mm. I spread
Shelf.
myself about a bit, didn't I?
Well-
Across two shelves. Sauce.
I mean, just going to shove it under here. I've got loads of space under here. What am I whinging about? There we go. Stick it down there. Right, okay, so today was meant to be all about the cushions. I'm on a bit of a cushion thing at the moment. I think it was Odil's fault because of the velvet cushions that we did last week.
Mm-hmm.
And last week we did, in fact, I'll just grab one for you. Last week we did this cushion here with the visible zip at the back. And I kind of love that because it's got bright, beautiful zip. These zips are such gorgeous quality. And I was just thinking about ducks this morning, said Margaret. Hey, see, she's on my wavelength. I always think about ducks.
Always.
Yeah, always. But generally, has Freddie let them out yet? One of my late father's weather law saying popped into my head when I realised that this time next week will be November. Frost in November to carry a duck. The rest of the winter, nothing but muck.
I've never heard that before.
She's got all the sayings.
Yeah.
All the sayings. Morning, ladies. My pay it forward arrived. Yay! And a few bits of fabric I've ordered. My husband says I'm addicted to loveliness. I mean, what's wrong with that, right? What's wrong with that? What was I going to say about that? Pay it forward. We're going to do tomorrow. Did we say we were going to do it today? We're going to do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Today, tomorrow. We'll get it done. Morning, Ali. Sorry, I'm a bit late. Well, so are we. Don't worry about it. But I have made to go and throw a ball for Barney. Well, that's all right. Elizabeth relax my tall lamp, a touch of glam. Do you know what? I've got another one over in the corner. Gemma looked and she did this. She came and she went,
I think that was with a oh, because I thought there was only one, and I shrieked at the second.
okay, it was this then, wasn't it?
Oh,
That, right? Was that?
That was.
And she's like, I thought you were going to demo one. I was like, yeah, but those lamps, they're the really, really big ones that would take forever to do. So I'm going to demo the small lampshades. The process is exactly the same. Exactly the same. It's exactly the same for the clock. It's exactly the same for all of the shapes of the lampshades. We demoed this one some time ago.
Yes.
We also made one where...
With a gin bottle.
With a gin bottle, yes we did, out of Odile fabrics. This used to have a very boring and now incredibly dusty black lampshade. That's the word, thank you. I've got so many shows this week.
You really have?
I've got 10 shows this week. Didn't tell you about that, did I?
Not all here though.
Not all here, no. 3 here and yeah.
The rest.
And the rest. Anyway, we'll discuss all that later. Yeah, this does not bode well, does it? Yeah, well, yeah, I need to talk to you about that too.
Excellent. I thought it might be the case. Great.
So, we'll just have our staff meeting right in the middle of the show. That's fine. Yeah. Planning, all of that. We'll do it now. So these zips, these are size 5. They're wide, okay? And that means that you can make a feature out of them. We are getting, oh, I didn't tell you this either, Jem. We're getting all the colours. I might have ordered all the colours because I couldn't choose. So I just went, just send me them all.
Good.
Yeah. But sometimes you don't want that.
Sometimes you want something a little
Sometimes.
more discreet.
Did I spell discreet wrong?
Yeah.
Are there 2 spellings of discreet?
Yeah.
Ah, damn
There
it.
are.
One means... Which one, hang on, which one did I send
One
you?
means intentionally separate, which was the one you sent me, and the other one means, subtle / intentionally unobtrusive.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted.
Yeah. It's all right.
But when you
I've got your
sent it back, you spelt it exactly the same in both, so that confused me. No, you look at your
let me
message you sent
check.
back. Because I was
Monday
like, what's the
morning.
difference? That's exactly how I spelt it.
Oh, it's auto-corrected. Oh, I hate you. I hate you,
Exactly.
you stupid iPhone.
Autocorrect is the bane of my life.
Oh,
anyway.
it's been a proper Monday morning, hasn't it?
So that was where I got confused. I was like, but you've just sent it back spelling it the same way.
Silly autocorrect.
Anyway, you don't need to know all of this.
No, they don't. However, always informative.
Gemma, sometimes you need a discreet zip. This is not a hidden zip, all right? If you look, you're going to find it.
Yeah.
But it's a bit gorgeous, isn't it? So we're going to do this cushion today. It's not going to take very long. It's super easy and quick. When I did...
Only a smidge of cafe as well. Little smidgy accent.
Oh, it's 3 inches of cafe. That's it.
There you go.
When I did this one last week, I did it with a velvet border. Now, because I did not have enough velvet at that point because we were due the delivery in to cut this on the bias, I didn't want to send it round the corner, right? So I found another way, and actually I really like what it does to the corners. It gives you interesting corners. I'm all up for that. So I've kind of honed it. If you looked at my samples, you'd see the progression, and I'm now happy with what I have created. Honestly, that's how it happens for me. I'm going to stick that one back there.
It's a process.
It is a process. It really is. So, with these, what we do is the zip is there. I mean, that's discreet.
Yes.
Double
Yes,
E.
it is.
Yeah?
Yes, double E.
Discreet, double E.
Yeah.
Doubly discreet. And to be honest, if you pop your cushion like that, you're never going to see it.
No.
Never going to see it. There are other ways that you can hide them completely. Bit of a faff. We'll do that another time.
We will.
It's not for today. Not for today. However, what is for today is going to be the contrast cushion that is going to go with this. Yes. These velvets are available by the half metre. And I did this 18.5 inches. They are very long, which means that your cut-off, 1.5 cut-off, and there's a reason you'll see now that I do the trim at 1.5 inches, means that you can use what is left over from that 20-inch half metre piece to then trim your contrast.
Ah,
So it means you can get
always
2
thinking.
cushions out of half a metre of velvet and half a metre of cave, should you wish to do it that way. However,
Very thoughtful.
sorry Odile, you were last week. However, you might, I mean, yeah, and so that's what this would look like. You see, I tried
Beautiful.
doing a discreet zip with the size 5s. It's not very discreet.
No.
No.
There's nothing
So-
discreet about those, but they are fabulous.
They
don't need to be
especially with its
discreet.
big blingy bit there. I was like, yeah, no, that's not going to work. But these are the samples. So that's what your contrast ones would look like. This is 18.5, this is 16.5. But the instructions that I've written for you, basically, you can do them any size you want. And I've just explained how to do it. Because I like to do that. I don't want, you might want things done differently, Jem.
You never know.
You never know. So the fabrics that I've got for you today, because I don't feel like we've flashed enough of the K Facet Collective brand new fabrics around the place. We went through them quite lickety split, didn't we, when we launched them?
We did.
So in order to give them a little bit of love, we've put a discount on the brand new collection. You can shop the full, we stock a lot of, we do stock a lot of KFC fabrics, not gonna lie. Gemma's like, yeah, I've had to load them. And so all of the brand new, the 65 brand new fabrics that have come in, they are all on a little discount for you today. If you look at the top header of the website, natashamakes.com, then it's one of SJ's
This
codes.
actually is probably the most logical of SJ's codes I've ever seen. She's come up with some corkers that we've
She
all had
has
a titter
come up with some
over.
corkers, and it did. I mean, I looked at it and went, "That doesn't say anything rude, does it?" Because there were
No.
lots of
No, it doesn't.
K's and F's and
Yeah,
offs
no.
everywhere.
No.
What is it? Gemma's squinting a bit
No,
now, going,
it's fine.
I think my dyslexia kicked in a little bit there. What is it?
Yeah,
What is
no,
it?
it's fine.
What is it? What's the
It
code?
is.
Gemma, what's the code? She's just like looking at it going, no, it's fine. No, but what is the code?
I was checking. It's 10 off KFC 21. All one word.
Beautiful. Now, what I have done for you is I've made a little serving suggestion. Right.
Ah.
I will give you the names of these fabrics. I have not bundled them. Okay. So you can go on the website, type in a little search, and it will come up. All right. Because everybody's different as to what they want. Now, this little cushion here is bound, rather than in the velvet, it's bound in a contrast cave.
Ooh.
Okay,
Nice.
and this was what I thought you might like to look at, getting a half metre of each of these so that you could do 2 cushions and they would go together, tied together by their contrasting trim. That was the idea. If your budget doesn't allow for that, or you just love the fabrics and you just want one that is gonna, just work, then I've got another little idea for you, which is this. So this one is, let's go overhead for these, shall we, because they're rather gorge. This is Dorothy. Okay, so if you type in Dorothy, you will come up with this one. So this is the other colourway of Dorothy. There are a few. Now, if you wanted a contrast trim, bearing in mind it's only 1.5 inches and then that is folded in half, you'll see how to do this in a minute, I really would say take a little look at the oranges, because that, as a little strip along there, would give quite a lot of interest.
This orange is maroon.
Orange is maroon, indeedly diddly do. Yes, certainly is. And that's going to pick up all of these colours just in a little trim. Now that might be too exciting for some people, Jem.
I mean, it might.
In which case, if you just want to pick up the orange out of the flowers, then orange would give you that contrast trim. Picks up this orange here beautifully. Or if you just want this for a bag and this for a lining. So that's what I've tried to do with all of these. Do you sell the complete KFC new collection bundle? Couldn't find it, says Rona.
On the
I mean-
basis there was 65 fabrics, we didn't load it because
But
it
we
was bigger
can.
than the usual. We totally
We
can.
totally can, Rona. We'll do that for you, my love. No problem.
Absolutely. If that's what you want, Rona, we can sort
If
that.
that is what you would like, nay bother, we're on it. We are on it. So that was one idea. And I just thought as a bundle of 3, yeah, you can kind of get an idea how that would look for your trim along there. I think that'd be quite cool. What do you think?
Amazing.
Amazing.
I'm just popping these
Is
into the collection for today as, you know, all together. Your little bundles, almost, but not bundles, you know what I mean? The 3 products next to each other so that they can easily be spotted.
I've just
Oh,
wrecked the
are you
shirt.
destroying the set?
I'm destroying the set. I've got it stuck. Ew. Went in okay.
Well, you're in overhead. No one needed to know.
Well,
Except
apart
that
from the clanky noises
the
off.
clanky noises and the fact that you've got this unique brand of honesty.
I've got a what?
You've got a unique brand of honesty.
Oh, I know. It's the bane of my life, isn't it? Being honest. Honestly. Right. This is Dorothy again in a rather lovely red. Have they called it that? Yes. Oh, it's not often, Jem. It's not often they call it the same as what we would. And yet today, yes. Now, the climbing geranium, if you could just imagine that as your trim, it picks out all of these. Can you see there? How rather gorgeous would that be? So for me, I would be having a cushion in that and a cushion in that and see how those then go ka-ching.
Beautiful.
Now, but if that were the case, then I would then need a 3rd fabric, right, to bind them all in for my piping. La 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 la. I went with this.
Which one is that?
That one is Aboriginal Dot Ocean. It's one of my favourites and I just love it against that. And against this. So it just picks up those. So that was that one. I had so much fun this morning, just bimbling about by myself, finding all the fabrics. All the fabrics. Now, of course, this is just a little smorgasbord for you. Do take a look at the full website where they are all loaded. All loaded, all listed. Right, I'm going to take that one and pop that up there for a second, whilst I then attempt to get the next load out. Whee! Ooh. It's quite
Like
a
a
juggle.
workout.
Now this one, Claire's with us this morning, isn't she?
I can have a peep.
I don't think that
Yes,
she's
crash
cleaning
bang
the
wallop,
kitchen.
she says.
Crash bang wallop, yeah. Cloisonne. Was that how we decided that
yeah,
was
I
spelled?
think so.
Said spelled? It's not how it's spelled. It's how it's said, isn't it? Just checking because you know she knows.
I like the
Um,
sound of that.
I love this one. Just saying. And you know, just if you wanted to do something a bit gorgeous with velvet, I mean, come on.
Stunning.
Would be rude not to. I mean, like, really quite rude not to. However, if, I also rather love it with the Caif. That's the Amaze one. It's the Brandon one. The Amaze.
I can see
That one, yeah. And then also works beautifully with the lime. So they would be my 3 that I would be picking. This is, and as a border, could you imagine as that, as a little trim, as a little border around there?
Beautiful.
It'd be fab, wouldn't it? So they were also a choice that I made. You'll be pleased to know, Jem.
Gorge. And the plain would be lime.
The plain would indeed
I
be
like
lime.
the lime, you know. It's, well, I was going to say zesty, but that just sounds ridiculous and obvious. But you know what I mean. I like a zesty lime.
Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't? I'm going to try a different way to get these fabrics. Oh, that's how I did it. Bit of jiggery pokery and it all works, right? Right, so I'm going to just fold those that way for you so that you can then see. Because, you know, yeah, this is the other colourway of the Cloisonne. And then, actually, I stole this out of the last collection. which is the damask,
Ah.
because it just is rather beautiful. And that is the damask in the purple is what I edged the other one in, the orange one that I made.
It.
Did you? And then this one here is magenta, but doesn't that? So you could, you could just do a magenta trim. Looks very lovely. You could, of course, also do the lime trim there. So this might be, and also how great would that look, trimming those? It might be that you want to have a little play and a mix up of those as well. Let's move these back. I can see lots of you having a little rummage around the website. Good.
Definitely.
Now, I'm going to help you with this one. So Cloisonne again, this is in a colourway quite different to any of the others, which is why I'm going to give you a little bit of help with it. Not that you couldn't manage without me, but sometimes it's difficult to see on a screen, isn't it? Because I heart this one,
yeah.
VV much.
It's lovely.
It's really beautiful. I would be edging it in this. In this one, would you believe? Now this is your oranges contrast. And that is just going to look phenomenal because it's going to pick up all these soft greys. It's going to give you a little hit of purple should you wish. And then if you wanted to go for a bright colour, this one, Gem, which is Azalea, is just made for it. So that is where I'd be going with my 3 in that. I just love it. Poor Gemma, can you hear a tip tap tip tap tap? Are you
really
just
quiet in the
tagging
corner,
these
aren't
for
I?
everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
getting
that's
them
why
all
you're
together
good.
so people can see
That's
them.
why we keep you.
One of the
Yes,
reasons.
Ali, that is one of Lo's bangles. I got it for my birthday. The lime and graffiti work with the second Cloisonne as well. They do, don't they? They just, and this is the beautiful thing. Once you start getting them out and having a good play, it's just amazing what you find. Makes me happy. Right, do you want to see the next lot? Yes is the answer. Yes.
Whilst holding my breath and loading and trying to concentrate on many
Do you know what I love about you, Gem? It's your ability to multitask.
Have a go.
This is Hokusai's mum. I don't know if I say that properly either.
I think
to
it's
be fair.
Hokusai's mum's.
Hokusai's
Chrysanthemum
mums.
mums.
So
Yeah.
basically chrysanthemums.
Yeah.
But I would be going with a maze in the grey. I don't think it's actually called grey. Is it called grey? Yes, it is called grey. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it
bravo.
when they call it the same as what I would. But if you just want to pick out the right grey, the same grey, it's elephant grey in our planes. Just so you know. It's good to give this information. Jen.
I feel so, yeah.
You've winked at me, so that's good.
Yeah.
That makes me feel happy. I mean, you know.
That's all it takes,
It's-
crying.
I know, right? So easily,
It's
please.
all right, isn't it? Right.
Oh dear me! Look, have another look at this. I really want. Yeah, why didn't I do something in that one? Really love it. Right. Next one's up.
Because you can't do things with everything.
I know.
There's not enough hours in the day.
Do you know what? Yeah, I did run out of time. I so ran out. I ran out of weekend.
I mean, you say you've run out of time, but look how much you've done.
Yeah, no, I did do
It's
quite a bit.
insane.
Right. Okay. I did sneaky this one in, Gem, from the last collection, and but they just because they're really beautiful, they kind of got overlooked a little bit, and I don't think they should be.
It can happen.
So this is the Dorothy that I used, but I just want you to see. I mean, obviously I used velvet because, and then I realised afterwards I was like, oh no, hang on a minute, and so I used that with the orangey one that I did instead.
I love the way you're like, oh, I ran out of time. I didn't get enough done. Pardon. So much stuff. It's an entire Interiors project done over the weekend. You're there like, oh dear.
Oh dear, not much achieved. I've only done a quilt, a couple of lampshades and a few cushions. That was it. Oh, and written the instructions, which actually I need to send to you.
You do.
It's going to help, isn't
Get
it?
those all, you know,
Yeah.
finalised and printed.
Right, let's have a look then at this colourway. Because this one's rather splendid as well. So Jem, what would you put with this? The correct answer is amaze in that one.
Ooh.
Yay! But if that is not to your liking, could I tempt you with a spot of emerald?
Gorgeous.
Right. I actually rather like the emerald and the amaze together as well.
Yeah.
It's not lighting great in here.
Fabulous.
I'm really
Fabulous.
pleased. Really pleased. Been in and out trying to get a washing on. Oh, Myra, that'll wait. It'll still be dirty afterwards. Don't you worry about that. I think Lo's been off gallivanting. All right now.
Is this Dorothy?
Hang
in
on.
brown?
Not
Oh.
sure if Tash knows there's a matching ring. What?
Oh, important issues of the day.
Well, Lo, we're going to be talking about that, aren't we?
Is that, yeah, is
Need
that
some new rings.
Dorothy in brown? I
Um,
think it's...
it is, yes, brown. Dorothy in brown. I was like, I don't know, where is Dottie this morning? I don't know. But I thought because you'd all loved the lampshade and the cushion so much, I would give you this fabric in all the colours, and then I was hoping that you might be happy. It's all about making everyone happy, Jem.
Yeah.
You know, give it a go. It's never going to happen all the time, is it? You
But
know,
we
I don't
try.
have superpowers.
We try.
It's amazing, isn't it? You can really annoy most people, but you can't make them all happy
With great
at the time.
ease.
I know. Right. The amaze is coming up trumps this morning, isn't it? My mum always had like a blue and white kitchen, and I just thought, you know, that would have looked gorgeous in her kitchen. She's gone kind of purples and pinks now. It's another conversation to be had.
Yeah.
But I just think this is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I think it would work with a maze. The other thing that it might work with, and you might just want to look at it if you love your velvets, is possibly that. What do you think, Jem?
I see. I have to wait for a little moment until
Well,
I
no, you
can
don't.
see them.
You could just stand up and look,
Well,
because
I
like
could.
you're there.
I'm typing. Oh yeah, I can see now. Gorge. I'm typing.
You know, I'm looking at you. Or you could go with midnight. Got a little scrap of midnight.
Can
there.
we just tell Lo off, please?
No, what's she done now?
Well, you know, she puts occasional comments on that Facebook tried to ban. This
Yeah,
one was
but
about.
so does John Cole Morgan.
Yeah, well, this
Did I tell you what happened with him? He just said, morning, lovely ladies, on this Stitchy Witchy Wednesday, and it got banned and reported. So what's wrong with that? Oh, Gemma, I have to say, I don't know if you know, I don't know if this got loaded to stock, the Aboriginal dot in charcoal, but I took the wrapper off. It was on the shelf, so because it had come out of the loading bay, I'd assumed that it had been loaded to stock, but I don't want to make that
assumption.
but look, it looks really great with that one. So
What you're trying to say is you jumped the system.
No, I
and-
didn't. It
and
was
went,
on the
"Ooh,
shelf.
I'll have it.
It was on the shelf. It was on the shelf out of the loading bay,
I'm
which means
allowed
it
it, I'm
should have been
allowed.
loaded. So
I'm
it
allowed
means
it.
it should be a free for all. You have to excuse my squatty plaster. I managed to slice my finger and do all sorts of fun stuff to it. Actually, well, it's a few injuries. The first injury is trying to stop the cat from peeing in Freddie's dirty wash basket again. Oh, they're disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Oh,
I know, cats. It's Morty. It's not Angelic Malcolm. He would not do such things. It's that naughty Morty. It's just like,
You
are.
always say Malcolm's angelic, and then every
He
now and
is.
again he does something shameful, and I chuckle. 'Cause
He
He is
do-
your perfect boy who
does
never
not.
does anything wrong.
Do not say that Malcolm does shameful things. He doesn't. It's always that naughty Morty. It's always that naughty Morty. There we go. has a trio that's a bit special, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
I keep stroking it going, oh. Mum, can you just change your colourways back in your kitchen, please?
Back the way they were.
Yeah, I know. Ooh. So yeah. Basically, I've just entertained myself for hours here. You know, I think that's fine. Nothing wrong in that. Right. There we go. Should we make something then?
Well, that'd be nice.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, have you got another one?
Yes.
Bit of specialness.
Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, it is special, yes. But just to show you, this is the one I'm going to demo in today, which is the Hokusai Mums, and the cushion on the back I did in the midnight. But the one I'm going to demo today, I'm going to do in that blue and pick up that blue from in there.
Ooh.
I know, it's special. This is the Cloisonne in orange that I did the back cushion in with the purple. Looks great with the purple velvet as well. But also I thought you could do it with the oranges in, I'm going to say lavender. Or if that was a bit too zazzy for you, what about pomegranate?
Would I find Zazzy in the dictionary?
Well,
Possibly not.
Mine.
your personal dictionary.
You clearly haven't read any of David Walliams's books, because he has his own dictionary. And if
He
it's okay
does.
for David Walliams
Well,
to
that's
have his own
okay.
dictionary, I mean, I'm not putting myself up there as like, you know, the modern day Roald Dahl / David Walliams.
Are you sure?
But, you know, we could go back to like Shakespeare and have malapropisms instead, Shakespeare's time. Don't make that face.
Oh, seriously though.
What do you mean seriously though? You're a Stratford upon Avon Grammar School for
I
Girls girl.
I
How can you make
know.
that face at old
Wills?
Wills? I was going to say William.
I
then
know.
I
I knew exactly what you were going to
just
say.
Stop.
And you had to stop yourself, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Oh dear. I just could see it in your face.
Ah, sorry, everyone.
Wanting to
I'm a bit of
spring
a
out.
child. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Soz. Oh, before we get going, one last thing to tell you. For those of you that got this kit, can I please make something really, really clear on this? Your fabric, your beautiful, beautiful fabric here, is only for that side and that side, right? All of the tabs, because it goes so beautifully with the zip, will be made out of the lining fabric. Okay, so that tab is all to be made out of the lining fabric. You have extra of that. If you start chopping into this, you're not going to have enough. It was not meant for that. But the instructions, you see, would normally have it out of this. But I was like, no, I'm changing this lining.
But I've done a rather marvellous sheet that
Oh, have
explains
you?
it.
Haven't
And
printed
it's
it off yet.
all over the listing as well.
Oh,
But
there you go.
just to be completely
Yeah, I know, but there'll be someone that, you know, like
waterproofing-
me, that would have ignored all of that.
Oh no, I've done a rather beautiful sheet. That
Oh, and Gemma-
explains which fabrics to use where.
The other finger injury was done in hand stitching that.
Oh look.
So if you missed last week's show with Odil's beautiful velvets, I started this last Tuesday, didn't I?
You did.
And I managed to whip stitch just over the top to just hold it in place, tack it in place. But that is the Odile bag. It's Odil's fabric, but it's the Lisa Chandler bag. This is the M frame, isn't it?
Yeah, the treasure tote.
Just beautiful, just so gorgeous. So yeah, I've obviously.
And the frame comes with the template and
Yeah,
the
everything.
instructions.
Yeah.
It's ace.
Well, I say everything. You just need to then pick your velvets. So that is my new handbag,
It's a bit special.
isn't it? I just
It
need
is.
somewhere to go now.
Before you start making,
Oh yes,
just
come on.
quickly, we did have a question. Our beautiful new quackers,
Yes.
which velvet goes best with our quackers?
Oh, I'm happy for any of questions like
No,
that.
I think you put it down below. There we go. There was a pause between down and below. There we are.
Well, I think that is quite obvious.
There it goes.
Do you know what? It depends. You've got that blue there, or you've got your midnight there. Depends how dramatic you wish to be. I'd go that one.
Yeah.
Myself, personally. That's what I would do. I don't know why I'm whispering. Why am I whispering? I'd go that one.
Yeah.
Which one's that one called? What's that
That's
one, my
the
daughter?
royal,
Which
isn't
one's
it?
that one
I think
called?
that's the royal.
That is royal, isn't it? Yeah. So we've got royal, midnight, and all sorts of other shenanigans going on.
Ah, lovely
Um,
Sarah Payne's with us, and she says she adores the velvet.
Yay!
She adores the velvet.
Morning, Sarah. Okay, so should we crack on?
Lo says Facebook are snowflakes, and Sue says I'm still waiting for Facebook jail, still wondering how far I can push them. Sue, please don't. We get into trouble.
You'll get banned. Banned.
And Lo's really not sure which of the comments it
Which
was
one?
that had offended Facebook. Sylv has hit the nail on the head.
Right.
Sylv says, I think it was the windy pops from the evil man downstairs. Yes, it was. There was a comment
have
about
no idea
about,
what you were all talking
a
about.
flatulent Satan.
Windy pops from the man downstairs.
That was
You know,
beautifully put, so
I'm-
Sparkly. Well done.
Discreetly put, I feel. I just merrily make stuff, right? You lot get up to all sorts of shenanigans. Well, Lo is up there with being a shenanigator
She is.
like you.
Yeah.
Now, do you know what? Can I please say to people, if you have this rotary cutter, and don't get me wrong, I love it. I can stand it up like that. But when I hadn't got it stood up like that, I went to grab it and I just caught it on my thumb there and just went straight through.
Ow.
Please be careful. And that was with the thingy on. So just please be careful. I don't want anybody else slicing their fingers because that bled. That bled all over the shop. Should we do 16.5 and then I've got a contrast size? Let's do that, shall we? So you're going to cut your outer fab. Oh, look, there's a nice little bit there I can do something with. Or it might go into scrap. Oh, who knows? Right, so cut your fabrics to be... Did I just cut that side to 16.5? What am I doing? Gemma, what am I doing? Who am I? What's my name? Where am I coming from?
Which question do you want answering first?
I don't know. What have I done? Did I just cut that? Some days I do feel like I'm going ever so slightly mad.
Going?
Shut up. Going, gone. That is 16.5. So which side did I just cut?
I'd love to say I know, but I was answering
you
a
weren't.
query. So, you know.
Queries?
Yeah, you know, questions and the like.
Oh look, that's because it's already cut to that size.
Oh, Ali B wants fabric suggestions. She
Oh,
says,
go on, Ali.
I need to cheer our caravan up. The
Right.
manufacturer colours are silver with dark red / burgundy trim. Any suggestions, Natasha?
What?
We have got a wine-coloured velvet, haven't we, as well?
Do you have a wine coloured velvet? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which would also look rather fabulous with this. I'm not doing
I do
the
like a velvet for an interior. It just feels substantial. Look at this.
Hang on. That's the wine. I'd be all over this, Ali. To be honest, that pulls all of your colours, doesn't it? What I'm going to do now is prepare my trim. Okay. Now, if you do not want to make your own trim, we have loaded Tut website. Have we not, Gemma Ma? A myriad of coloured
live.
pre-
Live.
Oh, did you not make them live? Okay,
We can
that
do
would
this.
help.
It would
Um,
really help.
Really would
There
help.
will be a myriad.
There will be any second now. Wait for it. A myriad of ready-made bias trims. For those of you that can't be bothered with this. And that's fine. Like, we're not here to judge, are we, Jem?
No,
No judgment here.
never.
All right.
Never, ever, ever.
So if you can't be bothered, is the polite way, then just find yourself some coloured trim that you like. It's not super duper expensive. You will probably need 2 meters is what I would say to you. So do that. What I'm going to do in the meantime is cut myself 1.5 inches. Thank you, Stripology.
Oh, the stripology's a godsend.
We do love a stripology, don't we?
It's changed everything for me.
My whole life.
My
I wouldn't
fear
be
of
here
cutting.
if it wasn't for stripology rulers. I remember my very first show with gorgeous Lucy, when she whipped out a stripology ruler. I'm like, what is this witchery? What is going on here? She's like, you need one of these in your life. And I couldn't disagree. And I then cut 2 meters worth of fabric, just whiz, 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 and off we went. Jem, we might need to order some more of this. This is size 3, which is your 4mm. We could probably do with getting some bigger stuff as well, to be honest. If you want a chunkier binding, then that would be your way forward. But, what you are going to do is get your Soline glue pen. I'm all about the shortcuts / making life easy. Would we say? Would we not?
Always.
Right, so, do you remember, Jem, we bought that pre-made one that was really quite expensive?
I do, and it was really expensive.
But it was great,
it was
and it
fabulous.
changed our life
Mm-hmm.
for the better. Oh, there's a song, isn't there, from Wicked?
I've not seen Wicked.
you not seen
Meg's
Wicked?
seen
Oh,
it
it's
like twice.
One of my favourites. One of my favourites. Just love it. It's the story about how the Wicked Witch of the West became wicked
Mm-hmm.
in The Wizard of Oz. It's a great story.
And Meg's been to see the costumes and try them on.
Oh, try them on.
Yeah.
We got, Stephen won tickets for us to go backstage. So we've got photos of me very pregnant with Freddie with the whole of the cast. And it was just lovely, really lovely. It was,
I mean, that's amazing, isn't it?
well, absolutely. It was like our baby moon before Freddie was
Aw.
Freddie was born. And yeah, it was great. We went for dinner at Kensington, it's the Roof Gardens. And then went and saw Wicked, and then had, yeah. So yeah, there's photos of me Vivi pregnant, and the cast.
How lovely.
Yeah, it was
What an amazing thing.
Quite a trip. Don't know how he always wins stuff.
Ooh.
My grandma always used to say it's better to be born lucky than rich.
Well, that's very true, actually.
So all you're going to do is just sandwich this. I tried faffing about with my favourite tape, my wash away tape, but to be honest, this was easier because you could do just a little bit at a time, like so. Ba, 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 ba. And you want to do enough to go around all your cushion pieces. And this is just holding this together so that you don't have to clip and pin everything, because I'm not going to lie, that's where I get myself in a bit of a situation, Jem, if I'm honest. Get a bit flustered.
Those glue pens are amazing.
They are, aren't they? Now we are doing,
Look at that.
I know, right? Let's just check. We are doing 16.5-inch jobby things. So there we go, that'll do 2 sides. So you do just want to do 2 strips. So that's why I say, if you're doing your contrast cushions, well, it's 3 inches of cave. Which is, you know, it's a snippety off bit, isn't it?
It is.
That is all. Ah! Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Right.
You've made yourself some flanged piping.
I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you? Some flanged piping.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
That
the
is
dream,
what
right?
it all
Living
is,
the dream. And velvet on to boot, let me tell you. Velvet flanged binding.
Piping.
Get it here.
Yeah.
Well, actually, get it at home and make it yourself.
Yeah.
Oops.
JCM's with us, waving at us from the naughty corner.
Yeah, from the naughty corner. How dare you say good morning, lovelies.
He says he's never made his own piped binding. This is so many O's. Clever.
Well, do you know what? Look, you can buy it, JC, and we've got it all over the website for you. You can buy it. That is nay bother either. But also, this is really, in a scale of 1 to 10, quite super quick. Really.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep your little
Certainly
leftover scrappy bits for, you know, two-tone wash bags and pouches and stuff like that. That's what I'd say.
He is in the naughty corner because he's giggling at the word flanged.
Oh, not again.
Yeah, yeah.
We no, we're not having the big flange debate again.
No.
Because do you remember what happened last time? Claire tried to look it up on her computer.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
don't do
Don't
that.
do that.
Don't do
Don't
that. Some of those
No,
words.
multi-purpose words.
we can't do that.
Well, I mean, like, if it's your home computer, that's fine, but don't do it on a work one, for goodness sake. So I know there are people that hide in the corner at work and watch discreetly. You know, you'll set all the what's-its off. So there is your piped flanged binding. That's what I'm going to say. And we are good to go. So this is where the magic happens, and it really is very, very easy. So we're going to start, and we're going to put our trim all the way around. Now, if you have bought the bias binding, right? You listening, Jem?
Yeah, I am. If you've bought
Then-
I bought the bias binding.
And you can probably get away with it with this anyway. You can just snip into that corner as per the instructions on our piped cushion instructions, and you can do it in a oneer. No problem at all. We did that with William Morris. Beautiful. Right.
Yes.
However, if like me, sometimes you just can't bother, then what I'm going to suggest you do is get your favourite friend wash away tape. Did we get some more of this?
Yes. Yes.
Just as well, because I'm going to use it again.
I shall tag it then.
And everybody is going to want
Busy
to
this
buy
morning.
some more because it's fabulous stuff. This is my friend. I mean, I've got other friends, obviously, but this is also my friend. Just to make that clear.
Just to be completely
Just
clear.
like Gemma. She's my
Yeah,
friend in the corner.
I am. Much as tapping.
Muchos
friend.
tapping friend. How many years now, Gem? How many we clocked up?
Oh dear.
Oh, okay. That was
It's-
that sounded fun, didn't it? Oh no! What? Got to admit to being friends with you.
Yeah,
Good
you know,
grief!
we're at that circa quarter century mark, aren't we?
Crikey!
Oh, I know.
Yeah, if we'd murdered someone, we'd have let out by now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Not that I'd advise doing that. Just
No.
to, just
No.
so you know.
Definitely
Make
not.
clear.
Yeah.
But it does make me laugh when people say that we sound the same. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
that would happen.
Yeah.
So I am just making sure that all of the raw edges align along the bottom or the top or wherever you are at. I tend to chop them a bit more, but you see that on the front of a little pocket thingy, you could do it anyway. You could do all sorts of stuff with that. Don't throw it away. She says, lobbing it in the corner. I'm quite excited for this cushion. I'm not going to lie. What am I doing?
I mean, it helps if you do know what you're doing. It's always helpful when you know what you're doing.
Do you know, some days, I haven't got a clue. Emily is a bit late on the temper tantrums. She's just started.
What, terrible twos? Late?
Well, yeah, she's 3.
No, I'm saying, what?
I know.
Late on this?
And they are not fun. They are her newfound favourite thing to do. Just stand there, drop everything and scream. I was just standing there going,
Where did that come from?
what is happening here?
Rubbish.
What is going on? So that's been a fun new addition this weekend. I'm enjoying those tremendously. I think she's not been well this week.
No.
So we all suffer.
You will all suffer.
Yes. But I am not a happy baby.
No, she's not. Oh, bless her.
I don't know why I was telling you about her temper tantrums, but yeah, so they've suddenly hit, and she just doesn't really. Oh, that's it. She just stands there. She doesn't know what to do with herself. You know when they just get that irate that like there's no sense to be had, and all you can do is just sort of bear hug them until they stop.
Just try and just hold them as tight as possible.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, so you don't
bless
get
her.
hit by a flying angry fist or anything like that.
Oh, bless her.
Crikey. Do you know what set it off?
Poor Pep.
Would you like to know?
What was that?
I told her how I wasn't magic.
Oh.
Yeah, that was it. That set her off.
Yeah, well, that's your own
What
fault.
do you mean you're not magic?
should have
Mummy? Like, I'm
lied.
not magic. I can't do all those things at once. And that was it. That was it. The fact that I am not magic created a monster.
Oh.
Not gonna lie.
But Mummy, you should
I
be
know.
magic, Mummy.
I know, I'm such a
Oh
disappointment.
dear. You have to fib.
Such a parental disappointment.
Oh
Now,
dear.
at this point, you you want to decide where your zip is going to go. Can I just suggest discreetly along the bottom? That's with a double E.
Yes. Yes.
Gemma would like
Two
to
E's
clarify.
together.
Yeah, two
Yeah.
E's together. Okay. Right. We have got for you zip on the roll. Gemma, we've still got some of this loaded. The size 3,
Which colour?
black and white.
Oh, I can have a look.
Have a little look.
It's all going on. I'm checking all the things.
All the things. If not, we'll load some because we do have some. We do. I need a bin.
Yeah, we've got it.
Yay! Okay, so this is your size 3. This is really, really, really useful. I'm going to use the back of the lampshade kit as well to show you how to do this. Lisa Lamb, I will give her all the credit for this because she's fabulous. Lisa Lamb came up with this. Not the lampshade kit, but this. I don't know where she found it, but she found it. I don't know how she first found it out, but I've got one on the side of my desk, and this is what I use for these zips. For this demonstration purpose, for mine is attached to where I can't actually get a camera angle. This is how you will do your zips. It's a game changer if, and this is the big if, Gemma, if you can find where you put your zip.
Oh,
come on!
Where is it?
I put it somewhere really
safe.
Before the start.
When I was growing up, if my mum had put something in a safe place,
Oh,
quotation
you know,
marks,
you're absolutely
never going to see it again
never,
ever.
never
in your life.
got one.
Ever. No.
Right. Here is your zip pull. Okay. If you turn it over, you will have a roundy bit.
Excellent. Technical term.
Yeah, you're going to get these instructions when you get one of these, right?
Yeah.
A roundy bit. And that's the back of it. Right. Okay. Roundy, flat bit at the bottom there. Goes at the bottom. Flat bottom, roundy bit up. Okay. That is where we're at right now. So you're going to put that into there. Now the genius of this towel holder, Gem, and it is genius, and it is much easier when it's on something, by the way, because you see you'll just slide your little
Gravity.
zippy thing in there like that. So roundy bit at the top, flat bit at the bottom. Get your zipper tape, pull it apart. Okay, you want the teeth to the back, okay, and then you're going to bring this in either side at an angle, and then you just bring it down together. Helps if, I mean, it's harder on this box, right? But look at that. That's it done.
Clever.
That's it.
So clever.
Really, really, really clever. And that is all you need to do. Just realign that. There we go.
Beautiful.
How perfect is that? Absolutely perfect. And just to prove that it works on, like, hang on.
So genteel and delicate.
Me?
Clash, clash, bang, crash.
Okay, so, oh, here we go. This is a Sally Tomato one. Okay. out of Miss Sally Tomato kit bag here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, roundy edge. Pop that in there. Open that. Zips to the back. Teeth in like so. Just get them in at that angle. How easy is that? You will not see an easier way to attach a zip pull. It's just genius. Lisa Lamb, we bow to your zip knowledge. You are fabulous. That's what I'm going to say.
True.
All true.
No point coming up with an alternative way because
Well, do you know what?
it is the best
no,
way.
I've never known a way work better. And to be honest, I remember having an awful time on Sewing Quarter trying to demo putting on a zip thing with nothing to help. Oh, it was awful. So I'm all
You've
about
suffered
this.
so that everyone else doesn't have to.
I've suffered. Oh, how I've suffered for you. And I vowed never again. Actually, that's quite handy. I might keep that for demos.
Excellent.
Right. So now we've done that. And now that we've suggested that you're going to put this on the bottom along here. All right. Let's start to look. Oh, what are you doing, computery thing? Ah, it's locked me out. That's always a fun.
Oh, that's not what we need.
Technology
at
hates
all.
us. So again, get your tape out. Can I make one or two suggestions here? Right? And they are going to be this. Firstly, make your zip a couple of inches longer than you need it, especially if you're doing a zip off the roll. Just either don't cut it off the roll or, do whatever. The other thing is stitch it, because you've gone to the effort of actually putting it on. You do not want it then flying off again, Gemma.
No, you most certainly do not.
You do not. So just take a moment, go right to both the edges and just run a stitch. If you don't want to do that with your needle, fine. Do it with a, what's the other thing that it's called? Hand needle.
Yes.
That's the one. Then you can put your zip right to the end, and then you won't have to do that really annoying thing where you have to lift the foot and try and jiggity-pokety around all over the shop.
No one wants to do that.
Nobody wants any jiggery-pokery. They do not. So here we go. So top face down, zip face down, all the way along there. Gemma, I'm hungry already.
Do you know, I've just been sat here. My
My
mind has wandered to the calf.
To the calf. I wonder what lovely Jane with her big flowery baps has got for us today.
I don't know, but do you know, true story, I went for an enormous carvery last night.
Do you know what?
There should be no room in me for any food today.
I went for an Indian with my lovely friend Nancy last night.
Oh.
And we were the only ones in the entire restaurant. There were a few takeaways, and we were just laughing, saying, have you got room for us?
Oh.
Just ease yourself over your binding and you're good to go.
It's so important to support these businesses though, isn't it? You
Oh,
know,
I mean,
we know.
I
how important it
consider
is.
my curry addiction almost like charity work.
Yep.
I'm not going to lie. Supporting the local businesses, that's me.
Selfless.
Selfless
of us.
Exactly that, Gemma. I'm glad you see
Completely
that
selfless
too.
of us.
Glad you see that too. Plus, I didn't have to cook and it was perfect.
I know, a roast dinner yesterday that I didn't have to cook. Oh, I love it.
Amazing.
Love it.
Stephen had some Uruguayan fillet steak left over from a catering job he'd
good
done,
Lord,
which
that
he was
sounds
cooking up for the
amazing.
kids as I left. I'm like, what are you doing?
Takes the guilt out of the situation, doesn't it?
He's like, it's
Mummy's off for a
Uruguayan,
curry.
it's fine. I'm like, Emily's 3. He's like, well, she'll like it, there's no fat on it.
There we go.
Just like, okay then.
It's impressive, isn't it?
Bye. I'm off for my lamb sagwala. Right. The other thing, Gemma, that we now need to take into account, right?
Okay.
And I do mention this, directional fabrics, right?
Very important.
Because when this is together, right,
Yeah.
I want it to be correct both sides.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Which means that I now have to make my brain work.
Oh dear. On a Monday morning. That's already been quite challenging.
I mean, there's no hope really, is there?
No. None whatsoever.
But basically, to try and work out how the hell I do this. Right, so I had this worked out earlier. If I do that like that, will that then, and this is honestly, this is how I do have to do this. That will then be right. Yeah? Can you double check me? Yes? What?
Yeah.
That will be
Mirror
right.
image.
Yes?
Yeah, mirror image. Yeah.
Don't laugh.
Apparently my enthusiasm is infectious today.
Your enthusiasm?
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. It's almost like we enjoy what we do. Right, don't like come back with an agreement there.
No, I'm just reading comments.
They're rude ones.
No. And John's saying that his friend has a great tip on temper tantrums. Video them, all of them, and post them to social media to make everyone smile. I mean,
No,
some
you
of them
just-
are spectacular, and actually when you share them with other people, it makes them go, oh, it's not just my child. Or someone of my position where I've got a teenager, and well, times two, can go, oh, yes, that's why I have teenagers to worry about now, because I don't want the screaming toddler. Oh, apparently having tantrums at 3 also makes her a three-nager.
Makes her a pain in the... Anyway. La 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 la. Love it. Love it. And you know, well, do you know what? I think it's also like half term as well. Always brings out the worst in my kids. I remember when Freddie was very young, he decided to say his very first swear word on the first day of half term. I kid you not. I kid you not. We'd just moved house and he came out with an absolute belter. And I just stopped, looked absolutely horrified and was like, I cannot now take you anywhere because you were going to see grandparents and it's half term. And if that is coming out of your mouth, we are just going to stay home.
Bless. They learn so much at school.
It wasn't.
Not all of it's
at
good.
School. We just moved house, and I think that a certain father had found it slightly stressful.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was fun, and yeah. All I'm doing, by the way, is I'm rummaging under here, is just making sure that in stitching down my zip, my discreet zip, that I'm trying not to catch my binding, because that would be really annoying.
Yeah.
Ask me how I know, because I had to unstitch some earlier. But if you do, it's not the end of the world. You just unstitch and restitch. Yeah, I'm not magic. This is clearly
You're not magic. Oh.
clearly the end of the world as we know it.
Oh.
I'm surprised you haven't come out with a little quip of, well, we all know that.
No, I genuinely believe you are magic, you see. So I just sit here,
Right, when you
trying not to be too
come to the
devastated at that revelation.
horrible realisation that that is actually false, please do not scream and throw your toys out the pram.
I shan't. I shall just, I don't know,
Weep
strop off
quietly.
to the calf and
Oh.
see what Jane's got for me in a big flowery baps today. They are massive though, and flowery, so you can't avoid it. They are beautiful. In fact, Jane likes Jane's big flowery baps the most, which also makes us giggle.
We're such children.
Oh, I know.
We are such children.
I know.
It's
The children have no hope, really.
Oh, they don't. Not with us as
None.
I'd like to say influencers
Yeah.
rather than parents. I'm going to do, by the way, I should probably tell people what we're doing because, you know.
That's what we're supposed to do.
I know. I'm just putting some tape down on the opposite side. Okay, so that's the side we've just stitched. We're now going to put them down on the opposite side and stitch along there. Honestly,
Perfect.
we're nearly done. Like, this is super, super simple. and I start stitching on that extra little bit. You might have to just give it a little helping hand as it goes over the bumps, but that's all right. And then along we go. I've kept the zipper foot in for this. Lovely, lovely. And then over you go. Done. Right, now you can stitch down both sides. I go from the non-zipper end down.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a reason you do that?
Do you know? Yes, there is. Would you like me to share? Should I share it with the group?
Well, it's up to you. You
So
can.
we're going over. By the way, right. Look at this. I have. Hang on, I'll stitch a little bit further in. So can you see? There are your two bits there, and we've stitched across. So this is what's going to give you those lovely corners. All right, is by stitching from onto there and across onto there. The reason is, occasionally in life, and it happens. By the way, you could stick this down if you wanted to, but you don't have to. You might, when you make cushions, occasionally, like there's a little bit of pull or tug or whatnot, and you just get a little bit rucked, and I don't want a rucked corner. But if you do it this way, then you don't,
Okay.
because
No
it
one
just
likes a
goes
rucked corner,
it just
so
goes
that's-
into the zip.
It gets
Nobody
really
cares.
annoying, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does, right?
Perfect.
And so this was my little thing so that you don't.
Very good. We like how you think of these things, Tash.
Well, you know, I give it a go.
Yeah, it's good.
And like I say, if you want that security of your tape, tape it down. It's all good. Or clip it or whatever.
It's going to be gorge.
Do you know what? I'm quite excited to see this one because I thought about doing the trim in the midnight like I'd done the contrasty thing, and then I was like, do you know what though? Actually, and just fold that zip over. Oh! No, you know what I haven't done?
Oh, have you not opened your zip?
I opened my zip. No!
And because of the delay, I bet you there's loads of people posting.
I know. It's all right.
Zip!
seen
Open it, says Sylv. And Rona says, have you opened your zip?
Yeah.
I love the difference in the capital letters. Zip! Open it!
I know. But you know what? It's all right. We're there.
Oh dear.
There we go. We've done it. Right. Whew. By the skin of my teeth, Gemma Mama.
Well, you like to do these things.
Well, you know,
It keeps everyone on the edge of their seat. It's all part of,
Paper,
the
scissors.
viewing experience.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually what people are looking for, but
I think so.
They come
I think
back.
it adds an element
So-
of excitement
crikey.
to the show.
Jeopardy. I'm mitering the corners, taking out any excess. Use your paper scissors, especially when you go through the zip.
Yeah, not your best scissors.
No,
That
not
would
your
be
best
very sad
scissors.
times. I mean, Lo's been really confused this morning because she's come on and she's gone, cushion? I thought you were doing a lampshade.
I am.
She
both.
is. She
Both.
is.
Give me a chance.
She is.
Crikey. Some people want everything, don't they? All at once.
All at once.
All at once.
Because you're magic.
Because well, I'm not.
You should do all
That
of
is-
this whilst balancing something on your head.
That
and
is the
juggling.
situation, isn't it?
Mm.
But do you want to see what is quite magic?
Oh, look. Oh, it's very Switswoo, isn't it?
Very Switswoo indeed. And do you know what? Look, you can just pull those corners out, and they just look. This is what I'm going to show you on a close up. This is what happens. You see how nice is that corner? It's just got that little overlap. I really
Nice.
like that. So I'm going to leave you to just look at that for a second while I get a cushion pad, because that would have been really helpful.
Would have been really, really helpful.
Really, really helpful, right? It's okay. They are sort of to hand-ish. You just got to stuff it. Yeah, a bit like you at the carvery, Gem.
Really,
last
really
night.
did.
You really did.
Really did. You see now, our neighbour Luke, he paid for the extra large carvery where you get the oval plate. And I mean, that just basically means you get an extra Yorkshire pudding and pay an extra £2, and maybe they give you a little bit more from the, the cutting part, the meat part. But I was like, Luke, you've got to get with the programme. You just go high. You just pile tall and you lift your Yorkshire pudding before you put your gravy on, and then you fill the Yorkshire pudding with gravy, and then you have
strategy
to
for this.
Yeah, and then you have to carry it really carefully back to the table so you don't spill gravy all over your shoes. That's
Do you remember when we
how
lived
it
in
works.
Cornwall?
Yes.
Did we go for the carvery?
We didn't
in
do
Blisland?
carvery. No, we went out to the pub and had a meal, and we also did that quiz.
Oh,
where I
it's at
didn't
that
understand
pub,
most
at
of the
that pub
quiz.
on a
We didn't
Sunday.
do a carvery.
Yeah, no, they do a great carvery.
Oh.
In St Breward. Yeah, their carvery's a race.
Oh. They did do the quiz that I didn't understand most of the questions.
No, that's why we take Stephen.
answered all of them. We just sat there feeling quite stupid. Apart from there was
Welcome to my world.
2 questions. One that I answered and one that was motor racing that Guy answered, and we sat there going, there we go.
We've peaked.
We did
Talking of
things.
peaking, look at that.
Ta-da! Oh, it's gorgeous.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Look at the top as well. Look. This end. Look. This end. End of the cushion. Look at it. The continuity of flower over the top.
Happen. I mean, yeah, so if you want to pump
Don't say how did that happen. You did it on purpose.
Of course I did. There's so many ways that could have gone wrong. But you see your zips down the bottom, you can barely see it. You just wouldn't even know.
Oh dear. We're like this all day, everyone.
Do you know?
Marvellous. It looks fabulous.
That
And you
is the
totally
truth.
planned it.
Oh, but look.
Oh,
that's your duo.
look. So beautiful.
You know where that's going this afternoon, don't you?
Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Yeah. Gorgeous.
You know we need a sofa for in here, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
quite where, but
Mainly to have a lie down when things are perhaps not
Or
going
when I
as well
come
as
up
they
with
should.
another of my ideas and you're just like, oh,
Almost like a treatment couch. Therapy couch. But with nice cushions on.
big beautiful one.
Oh,
There are some things in life just really beautiful and you just go,
quite pleased with yourself, aren't you? You see? Yeah.
yeah, because
you
like,
should
how much would you
be.
how much would you spend to buy those?
Fortune.
Yes. How much would you pay for a lampshade?
Oh, now this is the ridiculous thing. And the first time one of these was made, like you and I
Yeah.
were stood and we went, pardon, that easy? What?
You know, it's super easy. And I've demoed these for years. And the other thing about this is that did take 1.5 meters of fabric.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Did take 1.5 meters of fabric. But do you know what I got out of the leftover, Jem?
What?
That.
Ah.
So it did 2 lampshades and a
the
cushion.
front or cushion double-sided cushion
Yeah.
front.
Yeah.
Wow. And this is the
For
thing.
1.5 meters of fabric. For what? Hang on.
24 under 24 quid.
Yeah.
That's insane. But also it's completely unique then.
Yeah.
Like no one else is going to
Yeah.
necessarily put these combinations together.
Nope.
Like
Nope.
come on.
Yep.
I love it.
Happy days,
I
right?
love it. I love it.
So, how are we doing on time? Ah, yeah, let's do a thingamajiggy.
Totally throw a lampshade together. Come on.
Totes do a lampshade right now. You know, uh-oh, Jem.
Did you just throw that on the floor?
Yeah.
Do you need me to pick that up?
Yeah. Please.
Are you on front view of the camera? Do you want to perhaps go into overhead for a sec before I go,
Yes, Jem.
I
Right,
think
so
you see here.
this is what you get in your kits. Instructions, we'll ignore those. You also get...
Don't say that. You're so naughty. Instructions, we'll ignore those. Everyone at home, please don't ignore the instructions. You can follow them.
This is what you're interested in. You want this.
Yes.
And at this point, you'll go, oh, is this like Blue Peter?
Yeah.
These sticky back plastic. No, but
That's what we love.
you know what this is going to go on?
Mm.
You know my big champagne bottle?
Ooh, the enormous
I
one.
know, I'm gonna make it
into.
Just throwing this stuff on the floor.
Which fabric?
I don't know.
Do I need to pick up said champagne bottle?
No, I'm just going to have a little look. Which fabric should we use, Jen? We did not discuss this.
It depends whether it's staying where it is.
I think. Should we? Well, we've done the mums, haven't we? Do you know what? What? Should we do it in this one?
I feel you need a reference point.
Huh?
If I scoot underneath the camera, just scoot.
Have we got any
I'll
of
scoot,
the
scoot.
converters, Jem, to make them into?
No,
Oh, we need
those
to get
did
some more of those
fly
in.
out
Well, we'll get some
like
more
a
of those.
rocket.
If you, yeah. So, as you can see, if I cut myself a little bit of that, I'm cloisonning all over the shop, Jem, just so that you know.
Okay.
All right. Now, back in the day, my lovely dad used to win motor races all over the place. And
How exciting.
I know, right? Well done, Bazza.
Yeah.
Right. The other thing to mention is if you have a directional print and you are worried about it, you might have to... I'm not worried about it with this one.
Keep your wits about you.
Keep your wits, all of that. All your wits about you everywhere. However, for the purposes of right now, we're going to go, is that going to wrap around and look okay? Yes, it is. See, if I do it like that, that's going to be fabulous, isn't it?
And I just think there's always, you know, fabrics that you think, oh, it's a bit too special to chop it up and I want to do something lovely with it. This is what it's worthy of.
This is it. This is the one, right? So, got a nice chunk to do something else with there. And it would help if you wait for your iron to heat up. Realistically, are we going to bother? Actually, do you know what we do? Yes, we are, because it's special.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so Bazza winning races
Yeah.
meant that he won one of these. Now, it's been fair to say I've had that bottle for years. 4 years and years and years. The party that we had with that, next door to defrost their freezer, we bought a new bin, put it in the bin, next door defrosted their freezer. It was a whole village effort to have this party and drink this bottle of champagne.
Impressive.
But it did make me think that what it needed was probably something a little bit like that. What do you think?
yeah, that'd be cool.
Just a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
We will get some of the converters
Yes.
that you put into bottles to convert them into. We've got one on the dresser out there
We
we could
have.
show. So you're going to prep these with your red tape. Okay. Now I had someone asking, oh, where'd you get the red tape? Where'd you get the red tape? It comes in the kit. Otherwise, pop yourself along to thecraftstore.com and they have this red tape. It's just a crafter's red tape. Like, it's not anything that is super duper different from anything that you're going to get from the likes of the craft store. It gives a permanent adhesion. It's super strong. You'll notice that we've got a new sign, Jem, on our toilet door.
I have seen
Yep.
that.
Did you like it?
Yes.
My unisex superhero.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Saw it.
Stuck on with this red tape.
Excellent.
Yes.
It's going nowhere then.
It's going nowhere. No, it is going nowhere. When, obviously this has got a blue end to start off with, but on the next bit, I just always make sure I find where the join is and I use it as my reference point, because otherwise you're going to just smush all around there.
Yeah.
That's a crafty term, right?
Smush.
Smush.
Yeah. Well, you know.
And by the time that you've done that, you will never find the end. And that does not make televisual fabulousness,
No.
if I'm honest. Right?
No.
Really doesn't. I'm not saying that half the other stuff that I do does, but I know for a fact that me spending 10 minutes going, where's the end of the tape? Also does not delight. So
No.
find yourself a reference points on the ring would be
Do
my
that.
top tip for you. Again, Gemma, ask
Yeah. Well, this is the thing, you know, part
Hours.
of learning is making mistakes, and if we can do it first, then it's
Oh, I
less
can.
frustrating and cheaper for everyone at home. We can make those mistakes for you.
Oh, I make all the mistakes.
It's fine. It's fine.
Thanks, Jen. You're so understanding.
I know. It's one of my great gifts.
I know, right? That's why you managed to
We
put
had a
it with me
question
for so
about
many
which
years.
piping cord you used on your other cushion, which was the size
Size.
3.
It was what?
It was the size 3, the 4 mil.
The
wasn't
size
it?
3 4 mil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have another size actually?
We have got some size 3 4 mil in, and we've got some size 4, which is the 4.5 mil,
Oh yeah, that's also good.
and also we've got all the lovely flanged piping.
Oh, the flanged piping.
in
Everyone loves
many,
the
many,
flanged.
many,
yeah,
many,
yeah,
many
many,
colours.
many colours, and that's biased flanged piping as well. So if you wanted to go
Yeah.
round all your corners, then you can. And if you can't be bothered to make it like I just did, then buy yourself some ready-made. We're not judgy, are we? We
No,
don't care.
no.
Just do what you want.
I'm going to pop that all up near the top of the collection so everyone
Okay.
can have a peep. Just, you know, move things around a bit, because it's a big old collection today. There's a lot in there.
I know. I got overexcited.
Mm.
And Rona, we will. We'll do you. Yeah. Ooh,
Absolutely,
Pinball
we
love
will.
cutting that. One of everything.
Yeah.
If anybody else wants that, like, tell us now,
Yes.
because then she'll just cut 2 of everything. It'll be a lot easier.
Yes.
Um,
65 bolts to pick up.
65 bolts. Do you know what? Actually, that's when we kind of generally tend to do like a little team effort
Yes.
when we get stuff like that, and for the
Mhm.
complete collections. I'm just ironing out the crease. Nothing exciting. Just, you know, because it's almost like I want it to be professional, Jem.
Well, we try.
Very dry. So, the next thing to consider on your fabulous journey here, I tend to start at the end here and unroll it. It is going to feel like all the excitement when you first got sticky back plastic. And you
We've
felt
been-
like, you know, all of your Blue Peter dreams had come true.
We've been having proper flashbacks to childhood and covering books, haven't we? We have a correction on our pronunciation.
What have I
It is
said
not
wrong?
Cloisonne.
Oh.
It is Cloisonne.
Bit like
Okay.
croissant.
Like KLWA. Zon.
Is this pretty
Cloisonne.
fabric here?
Cloisonne. Yeah, that there pretty fabric.
That there pretty fabric is what we're using.
Oh dear.
Cloisonne.
Cloisonne. Cloisonne.
Do you know what? Linguistics was not my forte. My brother
I loved it.
did
Love languages.
French and linguistics at university.
Oh.
His first year he did French and German and then changed to French and linguistics. So he's trilingual.
Wow.
Yeah. And he didn't do it at any, 2-bit university. No. Oxford.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And I was very grateful to him for that, because it meant that I could then go to any old university and still have the Oxford nightlife.
Yes.
Thanks, brother!
Yes, perfect.
Well done with none of the exams. Hurrah! Don't do that, kids.
Lots of people saying things look very swish and very smart. And oh, we've had some stars sent. 200 stars.
I don't
Thank
understand what that is,
you.
but thank
I
you.
know, it's so lovely.
Does it mean they like the show?
It does.
Oh, good. Even better.
Yeah.
Thanks.
They pay for stars. To send us
Really?
Stars. Yeah, I think there's pennies
Right.
that come our way through that as well. Thank
Oh,
you. It's
thank
very
you,
lovely.
thank you.
Supporting us as a
Do you know what? That's really
broadcast.
kind.
Yeah, it's really, really kind. Oh,
Thank
where do you
you.
get your cushion pads from, Tash? Says Helen Law.
Oh, Amazon.
Yeah, it is these days, isn't
Do
it?
you know what? Yeah, actually, we can't actually do them cheaper, Jen.
No. No, we can't.
We can't, so I don't even bother trying. Amazon, done.
When
Next
when
day.
our friends in Coventry were open, we used to have a little nip up there every now and
Oh
again,
yeah,
didn't
obviously
we?
IKEA.
Lovely IKEA.
We used to troll around IKEA
Before
for
they
cushion
closed
pads.
IKEA and broke our hearts. Very upsetting.
So on our Facebook timeline this morning,
Yes.
was it 3
Four
years? 4 years
years
ago.
ago.
I did 4 years ago.
No.
We hadn't seen each other for ages, had we? I can't remember
It'd
why.
been a while. Oh, yeah, it'd been a while. We
Oh, I
both
think
lived-
I'd been living away,
Yeah.
and I met Gemma. And suddenly, I was at IKEA, and suddenly this little voice,
Tash.
Tash, Tash. Yeah, and there you were
Round by
in
the
IKEA.
fabric.
Yeah,
I was
looking
round by
at
the
fabric, cutting up fabric. So I've trimmed back the fabric. I'll just tell you what I'm doing.
Oh Lord.
This is now the outside of my lampshade. Okay. I've trimmed everything back, and now
That is so impressive.
there is
love
an
that
edge
colour.
there.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Those
Like
colours
that.
together are divine, aren't they?
And divine. You've been around John Cole Morgan way
They
too much.
are.
And then just ease these trimmy bits off. Okay. If a bit of fraying happens, do you know what you do, Gemma?
What you do?
You don't get your
Off it
knickers in a knot.
chops.
You don't get worried about it. You just go, thanks, but no, and you just get rid of it.
Definitely not knickers in a knot.
Not in a
Aw.
knot.
We have lovely comments saying, love your demos, we learned so much.
Often how not to do it.
Aw, no,
But
it's
today,
fine.
we're doing all right. Yeah, you see, look, it's just caught there. So that's just going to pull a few threads. It doesn't matter.
Nope.
Doesn't matter.
No knickers in a knot. There's no room in my knickers to be having a knot.
Well, no, quite.
Snug enough as it is.
It's your COVID curves, darling.
I know,
all
I know.
good.
Our Sil
We've all got
Sparkle's
'em.
old boyfriend sound to be on my wavelength of my high-piled plate at the carvery. Apparently he used to go to Wendy's for a salad bar and he extended his plate by using breadsticks like the spokes of a wheel and then would lay lettuce leaves on those so that he had a massive platter. God,
That's
an old
amazing.
boyfriend, Sylv, he sounded like a keeper.
Yeah. He had all the tricks. Right, so
Love him.
just
Brilliant.
double check. Again, we're just double checking which way round this is going to go. So when this is going to go on, that's going to go that side, that's going to go that side, because I want this to sit over the top of my lamp, okay? So at this point, please check your light shade fittings, okay? And now you go, oh look, that's a really clever idea that I left that so that I know exactly where that is to undo and I don't have to spend a lot of time trying to find it and undo it, Gemma. That's what we're all
Very,
saying
very,
to
very
ourselves
clever.
right now. Yes. I'm so glad that Natasha gave us that trick because it's
Yes.
tricky enough trying to get the blasted stuff off anyway. There we go.
Fabulous.
Just be prepared for that red stuff to stick on everything. And here.
At least when you fling it on the floor, it's easy to pick up later.
I hoovered yesterday.
Impressive.
I know. Have you noticed that Penny, our cleaner, doesn't come in here?
Not in this room.
Not in this
Not
room.
in this
No, she
room.
doesn't. She
No.
cleans everywhere else, bless her, but she just doesn't clean in here. I'm like,
No.
okay then, I'll
She's
do
probably concerned about ruining / breaking / destroying.
it. I think
things.
also Penny's known me for
Yes.
25 years as well. Almost as long
This
as you,
room's
actually.
spotless though. She probably thinks it's like your other workroom. Your other workroom is allowed to be
Oh yeah, no
chaotic,
one goes
but
in there.
This one,
This one is spotless.
yes.
Right, so this
oh
is where,
look, it's so exciting. It's where the
if
magic
you
happens.
want to get a friend to help you, then do. Gemma's just going to sit and watch and laugh. to be
I
fair.
am.
It's fine. Right, you are going to roll these along, keeping them on the edge. They want to be on the edge of the plastic, not the fabric. Keep them rolling on the edge of the plastic, not onto the fabric. Is that clear, everybody? Everybody happy
Absolutely.
with that?
And
Yeah?
actually, if you do have somebody to hold the sort of rolled up bit
I mean, it would
straight,
be amazing.
it's the work of about half a second. This bit, isn't it?
Yeah,
you just
but you're
roll it
sitting
straight
there
up.
watching
Yeah, yeah.
and,
Oh yeah,
you know,
totally. Yeah.
telling me what I should be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. It's like
Apparently we're a great
marriage.
double act though, so I don't feel at all guilty. 'Cause we've had comments today saying what a great double act we are. And also that my
Oh.
French pronunciation was perfect.
Oh,
Again.
parfait.
I know.
Get your red tape again. Double
Silk
act. Well, like
sparkly.
Laurel and Hardy.
I know, yeah. Yeah. And I know which is which as well.
I think actually the one of Patty and Ed's is a little bit
Yeah.
more fitting for
Or
us.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Hey, after your carvery,
Hakuna Matata.
which one are you?
You know I'm Pumbaa.
Which one's the windy one?
Yeah, that'll be me. It's all the stuffing. So Sparky says, OMG, that is lush.
Right, yes.
I've not been windy this morning. I've been good.
Really?
I might go outside later and just explode around the car park. Be flying around like a balloon.
It's one way to get home. See, no one can see you blushing, Gemma. It's hilarious.
I'm not blushing, I'm laughing so much. Oh
Right.
dear.
Next up.
Auntie Lizzie says, I'd need weights from my weighing scales. That pinging would drive me mad.
Pinging? What pinging?
The pinging of the basically she's saying you could unroll it and put weights on it and then roll it up. In fact, the fabric weights would be amazing for that as well.
Yeah, you could have done that, yeah.
Fabric weights would be fabulous. But Tash likes to make things, you know.
Well, no, I completely forgot they're on my trolley and that would have been useful.
Yep.
I'm just trimming into these bits here. Right. Then, what you're going to do, okay, you're going to use your little tool. Firstly, pull it over the top, right? And then you want to get your little tool. Let me just start it off. Now, this is where you need to be careful that you don't trim off too much of your fabric, because you've still got to stuff it down the side. Okay, into there. All right, so pull it up so that it catches on the edge there, and then stuff. And you just use your little pointy tool to poke it down. So you're sort of you're pushing it down into there. So the base is going to hold, the fabric is going to hold along that bit of the base there, and then all the way round.
SJ's just texted me.
What she said.
She
What?
says, oh my days. I love the way she says, oh my days. Just is such an SJ thing to say. Oh my days, you guys are making me laugh a lot. Capital letters and many laughing emojis.
Yeah, you're going to wish you were in the office
you should
today.
be in the office. It's
Why
so
aren't you
much
in the
more
office
fun
today,
here.
SJ?
She's working
Would
from
even make you a
home.
cup of tea.
Probably in her pyjamas still, you know.
Probably. I mean, to be fair. Have you noticed since we started coming here, I haven't come to work in my PJs?
You haven't?
Haven't.
No.
I've been like almost professional. Which,
They
bearing
did come
mind
in
the
one
time
day in
I
something
get
that resembled PJs, but it was like I did that one day. When you feel sorry for yourself, you've got that outfit, haven't you? The one that is the closest you can get to PJs, but still clothes. Yeah. But I really can't be bothered today, and I'm not feeling it. But look, I am dressed in case I break down at the side of the road. Yeah. You know, don't want to be stood there in the you know.
So there you
Disney
go. That
pyjamas.
is how you then just get that.
that.
Yeah, I know. Is it worthwhile me doing this all the way around so you can see the finished effect, or shall I just do this and you will get the idea?
It's amazing. Oh, you'll finish that afterwards. Oh, look.
How much fun is that?
So much fun.
You can do all sorts of things with this. I'd quite like to find a little squat black base.
I bet you've got one.
I probably have.
You know what I'm going for, don't you?
Yeah, I do know exactly what
Sneaking
you're going
out.
for. And so that's what, honestly, I upcycle. I go to charity shops and take a look for old lamps and just make sure they've got like quite an interesting or a quirky base, and then you can add your most fabulous fabrics and have a lot of fun with that.
I mean, that was subtle. That wasn't noisy at all.
No, it wasn't noisy
No.
at all, Jem.
No,
come
really,
on.
really subtle. Subtle's my middle name, you know.
This was the one that we did. We did this from scratch, didn't we, on the show?
Yeah, yeah.
This was an O'Deal one, and that's the oval shape that we've got.
That's a
Rectangular
gin bottle.
ones. And yeah, that's a gin bottle. Did you buy me that? You bought me that when Eric died, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Some weeks are just a bit rubbish.
You've
and
had
you
a
just need
really
bottle of
rubbishy
gin.
day.
Yeah.
Have some gin.
Yeah.
That's what friendship's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. So that was that.
It's when you said with
That's
apple.
the gin
It was good.
bottle. Yeah, that was good, wasn't it? It's got a dirty mark on it. But yeah, that is. Don't know if you can see in there. It just sort of stuffs in so that you can turn anything. We'll get some more of those and get them loaded on
Yeah.
the website, so that you can make any bottle into something fabulous.
There's quite often
like
a special
that.
occasion bottle, isn't there, that you have?
You
whether
just
it be
don't
an
want to get rid of it.
engagement or-
Yeah, you see, now if I
exactly.
turn that around like that, what I'm going to do actually is get the gaffer tape and just gaffer tape that down, so you wouldn't even see it.
But it's ace, isn't it?
Oh, I love this. This is in our in our entrance hall when you come in.
It is.
We love it. We love
And
it. We love
that's
it.
the rounded rectangle version.
Rounded rectangle. This is the
the-
20.
That's the drum.
That's the drum, 20 centimetre one. This is the biggest one. That's
40.
the 40 centimetre
Yep.
one. There is a one in the middle that is 30 centimetres.
Yep.
Yeah, and we also do a clock, all made in exactly the same way, by the way.
And there's
There we
two
go.
sizes of rounded rectangle as well. There's the 20 in front of you, and then there's a 30,
Which
which
is
is
there.
that one there.
There we go.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's how you make your lampshade, which was a little bit of an impromptu, but just so many people were saying, how do you do that? I thought I'd show you again. So there we go. That is today's show. Tomorrow we are all about, we've got some Anna Maria Horner fabric. That comes with the story. And then also we've got some beautiful, beautiful Moda Baby fabric, which is just gorgeous. Have you seen it? I've done a
It's
changing
stunning.
mat. I've done,
Stunning.
and you know those mats, and they were just starting to come into fashion. Never knew where you could get one when I had mine, where you lay the baby on said mat, and you've got all the numbers and all the
Say how many days, weeks,
days,
months,
weeks,
old.
months, and
Yeah.
everything,
Gorgeous.
so that you can. I was never that organised, to be honest, but I really admire people that are.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was coming and
No.
going.
No.
Sleep deprived, no chance.
Day, night, etc.
Don't know, we're rolled into one. So yeah, that's today's show. Thank you ever so much for watching. We will be here tomorrow with more beautiful fabrics. Make the most of that cave special offer, because that finishes, when we're going to finish that, midnight?
I reckon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
midnight. There you go.
Why not?
So yeah, fill your boots on that one, because it's a bit special. And turn that on off before I forget. Before I remember, before I forget. Oh, Gemma, look, that looks fabulous against that as well.
It
Look,
does.
look, 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 look. Sorry everyone, but this is just.
Oh yeah, that looks great against the. Oh look.
I know, doesn't it look great?
So that
Are we
bundle
going
is
to
up.
need that in the entrance hall, aren't we?
Yeah.
We could do that round
Yeah.
there.
That bundle is up. But look at it. I mean,
That-
and that was a quick make as well, wasn't
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Just
Yeah, yeah.
literally
A morning.
strips
Strips.
together,
Yeah.
done,
Done.
huge. What's not to love?
We will see you here tomorrow, bright and early. Take care. Have a fabulous day. Lots of love. Bye bye.